Hi there, it's Dr. David Greene, founder and CEO of R3 Stem Cell, the global leader in regenerative therapies. How does stem cell treatment for anti-aging work? Well, in the 8 countries where R3 Stem Cell has clinics, people come in every week to get treatment for anti-aging with stem cells and exosomes. But how do they perform their function in the body? Well, first, let's talk a little bit about what happens as we age. One of the biggest problems as we age is an accumulation of inflammation. All right, scientists refer to it now as inflammaging, and it's increasingly being identified as a problem that can lead to chronic diseases such as, diabetes, different types of cancers, organ failures. It's a very long list, actually. And in addition to that, it can lead to people being tired all the time, not just from hormone alterations, but just having fatigue, lack of muscle mass called sarcopenia. There's actually a pretty lengthy list of what chronic low-grade inflammation can lead to. One of the things that it leads to is oxidative stress, and it creates reactive oxygen species. It can put a dampening effect, almost like a blanket, over your own stem cells and prevent them from being able to perform their job effectively. So what happens is, as we age, your body starts to break down more and more. So you need more and more repair mechanisms, such as stem cells, in your body. But you're having less and less of them, so you have a gap between what you need and what the supply is. So that's a good old economics problem of supply and demand. How do stem cells help in that situation? So first, let's talk about what happens when you have an autologous stem cell therapy. And that's when the provider will remove either some of your own fat tissue or bone marrow and then process it, in the same setting and give it back to you. All right? So what happens is, I liken that to moving furniture around in your house. You haven't brought any new furniture in. You're just taking furniture from, say, the living room and moving it into, the family room. All right? What happens is, over time, as I mentioned, our stem cells become blanketed with oxidative stress and reactive oxygen species. They don't function as well as we need them to. And that's not changing when it gets harvested and then processed and put back in. All right, it's the same old furniture, as opposed to the umbilical cord stem cells that have not been subjected to all that chronic low-grade inflammation over the years. All right, there's no accumulation of that issue. These umbilical cord stem cells are naive, they're very pure, they're very potent. So for those, you're putting totally new furniture into the house, okay? So what happens when you give umbilical cord stem cells and exosomes for anti-aging, say with an IV drip? Well, there was a nice study out of Harvard in 2004 where they showed that stem cells find where they need to go in the body by where the inflammation is. Okay, that's the calling card where stem cells will then deposit themselves, in your kidney, your liver, your lungs, okay, if you have COPD. A lot of times we have chronic diseases that are subclinical, right? You may have a GFR of like 50 or 40 or 30. That means your kidney's functioning at, say, if it's 30%, and you can pee just fine, but it's continuing to drop, right? And eventually it's going to become a problem. So that's what I mean by subclinical. So it can help with those types of issues as well. What those stem cells will do is they'll deposit themselves, and one of the primary things that they start to do is reduce that inflammation. And without getting too much into the weeds of how they do that, but they'll reduce like the inflammatory cytokines, the leukocytes, the things that are, blanketing your own mesenchymal stem cells, and they'll lift that blanket of despair so that those stem cells can then become much more functional for you and help to repair and regenerate tissue on a much better basis. So you know how you have that gap between what you need and what you have? It can give you more of what you have as a potential for avoiding those problems that come along with chronic inflammation, okay? I'm not gonna sit here and say that getting a stem cell therapy is gonna prevent you from getting cancer, but if it reduces the inflammation that can lead to cancer, then it could be a nice contributing factor. In addition to how that works, what people often see are significant benefits. Typically better mood, better energy, better sleep patterns. We hear that all the time. Faster recovery from workouts, increased libido. We hear that all the time. So better performance in the bedroom. And there are plenty of other benefits that people tell us about, such as they can see better, their hair feels thicker, their skin gets smoother. I'm not saying that this is definitively going to happen when you get an anti-aging stem cell treatment, but those are the things that we hear. How often should somebody get a stem cell treatment for anti-aging? Most individuals who come into us to get those therapies get it once a year. We have some who get it 2 or 3 times a year. They just love the way it makes them feel, and they have the time to do it. Others, it's absolutely fine to get it once a year, once every 18 months or so. All right, there you have it. Visit us online at r3stemcell.com. Lots of educational information on the website. We have over 1,000 educational videos on YouTube, and we also have over 200 patient success story videos. Call us today to get a free consultation to see if you or a loved one is a candidate at +1 844 GET STEM, or just email us at info@r3stemcell.com. Thank you.